What's going on, guys? This is Snoop603 and Fake Thriller, and welcome to another episode of our Battlefield 3 weapon reviews. Today, we're looking at the ACW-R. This gun is available for the Engineer class only, and is unlocked by completing the challenge called Done Fixing, which is to get 20 rocket kills and 30 kills with the carbine after purchasing the Close Quarters DLC.
A little bit of weapon info for you guys on the ACW-R. The nation of origin is the United States of America. The magazine capacity is 26 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. The fire rate is 850 rounds per minute. The fire type is full auto and semi-auto. The reload time is about 1.8 seconds with a bullet chambered and about 2.4 seconds when the magazine is completely empty. And the damage for the ACW-R is 25 hit points at 8 meters and trails down to a minimum damage of 14.3 at 50 meters.
The ACW-R is one of the 10 new weapons that comes with the Close Quarters DLC. If this gun were to represent all 10 weapons, then you guys are in for a treat, because this gun is a monster. The very first impressions on this gun was high power, high fire rate, and minimal recoil. 100 kills later, and those first impressions remain the same. Given that this gun has such a high fire rate at 850 rounds per minute, and all of the recent patch changes coming from DICE on weapon balancing, I assumed that this ACW-R was going to have a pretty high recoil pattern. Surprisingly, this gun is incredibly stable at full auto. Burst fire, it's a dream, but even letting this thing rip full auto, it's just flat out jaw-dropping. I was, and still am, really surprised at how accurate this thing was even at long range when going full auto. I also found the ACW-R to be capable of covering the battlefield from one end to the other. The high fire rate made this gun a beast in the close range, and switching to semi-auto or just relying on burst, and you were still able to take down enemies at long range without a problem. Running through all the attachments, there wasn't a single one that I didn't like. The suppressor took a little while to get used to because it does knock down the damage a little bit, and with the high fire rate, you'll chew through ammo, but aside from that, this gun is one of the best in the game. I'm going to give the ACW-R a 5 out of 5. My preferred attachments are the holographic sight and the heavy barrel or the laser sight, depending on what game mode I'm playing and where I want to be in the battlefield. If DICE doesn't patch this gun, I can see it becoming the new M16A3 due to its all-around effectiveness, covering the battlefield from both ends.
The ACW-R is an absolute laser beam. The recoil on this weapon when being fired full auto is so low it's easy to pick people off from any range. When you combine laser-like accuracy with one of the fastest reloads in the game, you're going to have a great gun. There are hardly any negative aspects to this gun, and the only real negative issues I found with it came from my playstyle more so than the gun itself. The magazine holds fewer bullets than most weapons in the game. The ACW fires at a higher than average 850 rounds per minute. With these two stats working in tandem, you're going to run into an issue I've mentioned before. If you start shooting before you're dead on with your aim, by the time you adjust your aim, you might not have enough rounds left in the mag to finish the kill. This is an issue that can be solved by simply playing smart and waiting until you have the shot before you take it. The fact that this weapon is in the Engineer class sort of counts against its overall potential as well. Since most Engineer weapons have a lower damage at maximum distance, you might find yourself having trouble securing kills at long range. But that last statement holds true simply due to damage output. The accuracy at all ranges with the ACW is amazing. I found the red dot sight with a foregrip and a suppressor to work best for me. With fewer bullets and a higher fire rate, you'll be less able to handle multiple enemies on one magazine. I found the suppressor helps me keep off the radar and move from kill to kill freely. I'm rating the ACW-R a 5 out of 5. Seriously, people, get some time in before it's hit with the Nerf hammer.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap up yet another Shustybang Battlefield 3 weapon review. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Overall, the ACW-R gets a 5 out of 5.
And as always, we're interested to know what you guys think of this weapon. We know we got this review out pretty fast, so if you haven't downloaded Close Quarters yet, be sure to let us know what you're looking forward to most. Also, if you guys could rate this video with either a like or a dislike, we'd appreciate it. And finally, if you guys are interested to see what we think of other weapons in Battlefield 3, check the description for a link that will take you to the entire playlist. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for a little bit more Shustybang in your internet, be sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/snoop603 and twitter.com/FakeThriller. In addition, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Shustybang. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch TV so you can catch up with all our live streams in the future. twitch.tv/FakeThriller.